I can show off some theming stuff if no one else wants to go. So here's my dashboard of dreams. I work for Best Buy now. I'm actually putting in my notice right now. So as you can see, everything. So one little note here, the background now supports the dashboard background setting on the custom theme object for embed dashboards now supports gradients, all sorts of like, basically like anything that the CSS background property can support, we should be able to support. Also have some nice border radius stylings, although there is a little quirk where highlighting removes it and also like shifts the tile, so I've got to figure that out. Just for anyone who's not aware, um, the embed SDK, and also just when you're generating an embed URL, has an optional property called custom theme that you can now pass in a variety of properties onto. Right now, we do things like supporting dashboard background, dashboard tile, tile text, tile border stylings, and so on and so forth. And the plan obviously is to continue to flesh that out. And actually, just as a little tidbit, so all of those that I listed out and all of this is currently in production. If you're currently one of our beta testers for custom theme on embed dashboards, but I wanted to give a little preview on what I'm working on right now, which is still very early, but we're not there yet. And actually, I'm going to ask for a volunteer. Colin, do you want to you want to pick a font from these Google fonts that you like?
I mean,
Preferably one that looks good in Latin. Yeah.
Yeah, let's try this guy.
Sure. Truculetta.
The cursive looked pretty nice too, though.
We could do both. I was testing some second grade clip art ones as well. So, but I will go ahead and don't mind me. I'm going to do this just to simplify the output. It should be pretty simple if I do this. I grab this WAF2 file. I go over to my custom themes object, insert that WAF2 file link, and assuming everything works, I'll be uncle. They're custom themes or custom fonts.
Wow.
Pretty close, I think, but still have to go through the review process, obviously. But looking pretty good for custom fonts pretty soon in the embed custom themes. So, yep, that's me.
What do we do? Actually, quick question for the Viz font. This may be a question too for Sarah. I think Jared's out, but should the font also update the Viz layers in Vega? Can it? Should it? Should it be separate?
Should is definitely the right answer. How is a different one. I would need to do some decent exploring on that just because I don't know like how Vega handles custom font URLs, but assuming there's like a decent path there already in Vega, I don't imagine it'd be too hard to pass that in, but I'm not confident enough yet to answer one way or the other at the moment. So
cool. And Sarah, I think we do want it to update Viz probably, and it's probably a question as to whether or not it's a separate control of like the
Viz. I have
a
feeling we'll want to make it a separate control because often the like Viz fonts are smaller and you want numbers to display differently than you do, text often. But we can always start with it's all or nothing and then add the nuance as we go. But probably people want all or nothing, or they probably would prefer all the font update first versus just being like, oh, you left half of it not updated. But I don't know. We'll have to look and see about the Vega. I know you can specify the font. I don't know about custom fonts or if they're just like, hey, you use it. I think you can. I think we were doing it before, so.
You have to change font property by property, sadly.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think there may be some ways you can set some of the default to it, but we might be overriding it everywhere anyway, so you probably have to override them all. So, and I can definitely help out with some of those like border things and some of the little weird stuff that we just have behavior-wise in the dashboard, like the hover state and whatnot. So,